What if I told you there's a place so expensive, even the Queen of England couldn't afford it? A place where the bathroom faucet is worth more than a luxury car and every window is bulletproof to keep out spies. Today, we're stepping inside the most expensive palace in the world. And I warn you, what you're about to see is beyond fiction. If you love secrets, luxury, and the forbidden, hit that like button right now and subscribe, because some of the footage you're about to see could vanish from the internet. And stay until the end, because I'll reveal the most secret room in this palace. And it's nothing like what you're imagining. This palace, valued at $142 billion, isn't just a home, it's a fortress. Surrounded by armed guards equipped with infrared sensors, it's so well protected that it's easier to visit the International Space Station than to get inside. But what lies behind these walls will leave you speechless. Picture a 100,000 square foot entrance hall decorated with solid gold and diamond-encrusted ceilings. The floors? Rare marble imported from Italy. The cutlery, pure silver inlaid with precious stones, and every single door weighs over 600 pounds. And yet, this is nothing compared to the hidden room in the basement. More than 500 rooms, each designed by renowned artists, a private theater with a screen bigger than an IMAX, and an indoor artificial beach with waves timed down to the second. But here's the shocking part. Some rooms have never been used. Just the artwork hanging on the walls is worth more than $10 billion, and some experts claim the palace holds historical treasures so rare that even museums aren't allowed to display them. As we move deeper into the palace, the scale becomes almost overwhelming. Corridors stretch endlessly, lined with priceless tapestries and lit by chandeliers made entirely of crystal, each one worth more than a supercar. But here's the twist. Some of these corridors are actually optical illusions designed to confuse intruders and lead them in circles. Yes, even the architecture here plays mind games, and one of these corridors leads to a place even most of the palace staff have never seen. We step outside into gardens so vast you could fit multiple football stadiums inside them. Exotic plants from every continent, fountains powered by underground water systems, and sculptures made of rare jade. But the real marvel? A hidden section of the garden that changes with the seasons, not naturally, but by design. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, all recreated here, at the owner's whim, in a single day. And hidden beneath those gardens, something straight out of a spy movie. Beneath the manicured lawns lies an underground city, yes, a city, with its own power grid, water supply, and even luxury boutiques reserved for guests. Here, the elite can shop, dine, and relax, without ever stepping into the outside world. And here's the craziest part. This underground world connects to secret tunnels that lead miles away from the palace, allowing for discreet arrivals and departures. But the most unbelievable part is what's kept inside the Vault of Legends. Behind biometric scanners and blast-proof doors lies a vault said to contain artifacts that could rewrite history. Ancient manuscripts older than the pyramids, lost works of art by masters like Da Vinci and Michelangelo, and jewels from fallen empires. And according to insiders, some of these treasures aren't just valuable. They're priceless, with no possible replacement in the world. And that brings us to the most controversial rumor about this palace. Some claim this palace wasn't just built for luxury, but as a private kingdom in case of a global crisis. Complete with medical facilities, command centers, and enough supplies to sustain hundreds of people for decades. If that's true, thoughtful, this isn't just a home. It's a modern-day ark. As we move further inside, something strange happens. The air feels heavier, the sound fades, and you realize you've entered a section designed to be completely silent. The walls here are lined with rare acoustic stone absorbing every echo. Why? So that private conversations, political deals, royal secrets can happen without the slightest risk of being overheard. It's almost unsettling, like being inside a luxury tomb. But silence isn't the only thing this room hides. Above you, tiny glass domes glint under the dim light. They're not decorations, they're part of an advanced surveillance system that tracks every movement in the palace. It's rumored that every guest, no matter how important, is monitored from a high-security control center, located deep within the walls. In other words, inside this palace, privacy is an illusion, and the person who has access to those surveillance feeds might surprise you. Hidden behind a panel disguised as a bookshelf lies the master control room, a nerve center glowing with dozens of screens, tracking every corridor, every garden path, every entry and exit. The person in charge isn't just a security chief, but a former intelligence officer from one of the most secretive agencies in the world. This is not just luxury, this is power management. And from here, we head to the one place most palace insiders fear to enter. The Hall of Shadows is a narrow, dimly lit passage where priceless relics are displayed, but only under special lighting that keeps them hidden until activated. Here lies a crown from a dynasty erased from history, swords carried by legendary warriors, and a collection of ancient coins so rare that only 2 people in the world know their full value. Each item whispers a story, if you're brave enough to listen. But past this hall is unlike any other in the palace. A massive bronze structure, reinforced with steel and engraved with mysterious symbols. To open it, 7 separate keys must be turned simultaneously, and each key is held by a different person, scattered across the globe. What lies behind this door? Whispers speak of a library containing forbidden knowledge, ancient texts, secret treaties, and blueprints for projects never meant to see daylight. And the deeper we go, the stranger it gets. At first glance, it's just a lavish lounge, until the walls start to move. This is the transformation room. Its shape, decor, and even lighting can be altered in minutes using hidden panels and retractable walls. Why? For high-stakes negotiations where the environment can be subtly manipulated to influence the mood and decisions of the guests. Imagine making a billion-dollar deal while the room itself is psychologically steering you. We've seen gold, gardens, and secret vaults, but there's one part of the palace you can't see on any map. Known as the invisible wing, it's built using optical camouflage from the outside. It looks like a regular stone wall, but inside, a hidden complex with its own climate control, art galleries, and a private spa larger than most 5-star resorts. Here, high-profile guests can stay without anyone knowing they're even in the country. But this hidden wing also contains something far more valuable than luxury suites. Deep inside lies a conference room designed for world-shaping decisions. The walls are lined with encrypted communication systems, and the table itself is embedded with real-time global intelligence feeds. It's said that international treaties, billion-dollar business deals, and even covert alliances have been decided right here, away from the public eye. And just a few steps away lies the most controversial room in the entire palace. This circular room is unlike anything else we've seen. The walls are covered with ultra-high-definition screens, replaying moments from history, some public, others never seen by the outside world. Rumor has it, this chamber is powered by a classified archive containing decades of secret recordings, retrieved from satellites, embassies, and private networks. In other words, this palace doesn't just store wealth, it stores history itself. But if history is kept here, what else might be hidden away? Past a discreet corridor, we enter a vast underground museum not open to the public. Here, artifacts from lost civilizations stand beside modern masterpieces. Ancient Egyptian statues, untouched by time. Ming Dynasty porcelain, flawless in detail. and even meteorites older than Earth itself. Each item is kept under perfect environmental conditions, ensuring they'll outlast centuries, maybe millennia. But the most prized possession in this museum isn't from Earth. We step into a chamber lit by a single soft glow. In the center sits a crystalline object the size of a football, encased in reinforced glass. Experts claim it's a fragment of a meteor from deep space, containing minerals unknown to science. Some believe it could be the key to new technology. Others think it's just a symbol of the owner's reach beyond this world. Whatever it is, its presence here makes one thing clear. This palace is not just about earthly power, it's about universal dominance. We've reached the heart of the palace, a room no guest has ever been allowed to see. Known only as the Sanctum, this is the private command center of the owner. The walls are covered in rare woods, polished to a mirror finish. The ceiling inlaid with gold constellations, representing the night sky on the day the palace was completed. In the center, a massive desk carved from a single block of obsidian, surrounded by screens showing real-time feeds from every corner of the estate and beyond. But it's not the technology that's most surprising, it's what's hidden inside the desk. Locked with 7 different mechanisms, this box is said to contain the most valuable document in the palace, a handwritten contract that, if revealed, could shift the balance of power between nations. The seals themselves are crafted from precious metals sourced from 7 continents, each one a symbol of alliances built over decades. Breaking them without permission is not just forbidden, it could start an international crisis. And yet, there's one last place we haven't seen. At the very top of the palace sits a glass-domed observatory, offering a 360-degree view over the estate and the distant horizon. By day, it's flooded with sunlight. By night, it transforms into a private planetarium, projecting the stars with such clarity you'd think you were in space. This is where the owner comes to plan, to think, and perhaps to dream of the next empire to build. As we stand here, surrounded by unimaginable wealth and power, one question lingers. Is this palace a monument to human achievement, or a warning of how far ambition can go? The answer may depend on who you ask and what they truly value. You've now seen what lies inside the world's most expensive palace, from secret vaults to cosmic treasures, from hidden cities to rooms that rewrite history. But there's so much more that remains untold. Secrets that might never be revealed. So if you want to keep exploring the hidden places of the world, the ones you're not supposed to see, hit like, click subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because next time, we're going somewhere even more protected, even more dangerous, and far more shocking than anything you've seen today.